Hi, and thanks for coming back to my YouTube channel, MyLifeSax. I'm so glad that you take the time to really dig deep into this technique of playing a vibrato. So here it is, episode 5, the last of the 4 approaches on producing a vibrato. This 4th approach is kind of my favorite. Not because in itself it produces the best vibrato or anything, but in discovering that this was also an option, I figured out how to make sense of all the different ways of producing a vibrato. It's like this suddenly made the puzzle complete. And I certainly hope that this works the same for you. This final 4th approach of producing a vibrato has everything to do with the speed of your air. When you vary the speed of your airflow, you also create a variation a little bit in pitch and a little bit in loudness. And this has been used for ages by our colleagues at the flute. So when it's used on the flute, it really creates this beautiful, warm, deep, velvety vibrato sound that doesn't really alter the quality of the sound, nor does it alter the pitch of the sound too much. So this is really, really useful. And it's also easy to use on the saxophone. Obviously, the speed of your air has a certain minimum. If you decrease the speed too much, your sound will just go away. So obviously always check that the speed of your air is high enough to produce a good sound on your saxophone. That's the basics. And then when you've got that, you start to vary a little bit to create this wave, the wave that we've been talking about since the beginning. It has to be smooth and it has to be round and it cannot be with too many spikes. This approach to playing a vibrato comes with very few risks. It's not like with the other ones where you have to be really careful about not changing the pitch too much or creating this different quality of sound all the time. No, this is really much safer actually. I think the only thing to really worry about is try not to sound like a goat. And that has to do with these spikes. So if the wave is round and even, you're fine. This air vibrato feels like laughter. It's very simple. You use the air to create a wave like this. A little hard to see because you can't see breath. I hope that by placing my hands on my stomach, you can see a little bit of what I'm doing. I'll do it again with my hand on my chest because that's also where you feel it. Let's get to some examples on the saxophone. Again, easily explained and easy to practice with just the neck and the mouthpiece. When you practice any vibrato, use this to press the mouthpiece up into your upper teeth. So you've got this really firm grip, but it leaves your lower jaw free to move and your jaw and your neck relaxed. Again, start big, exaggerate, make it huge so that you can really feel what muscles are involved and what it does to your sound. I'll give the example starting really big and ending small. Try not to create these spikes where the sound is really loud and then just completely drops. There's the goat that I talked about. You have to try to make it smooth and an even wave. And then when you understand a little bit about how this approach works, it's time to start applying it. forget to have a little fun, play around, just test out what it does. Make this really nice bouncy sound, start a note straight and then add some vibrato, or keep it really, really steady, just a practice. There are all these different uses of vibrato that have to do with your musical taste, or maybe with traditions. So don't forget that there are a lot of different ways to play vibrato, not only technically, but also musically. For now, just have a lot of fun in applying it to the music that you know. And besides this playing around, kind of getting to know your vibrato, don't forget to also apply it seriously, like really studying. Set up your metronome, choose a speed for your vibrato, and apply the same vibrato to every long note. It sounds a little tedious maybe, but it's a lot of fun to do. Of course, musically, you get a really ridiculous result, but it's really helpful in mastering this vibrato. Well, there you are, all the different approaches to playing a vibrato as far as I know. All I have left to do now is wish you a lot of luck and a lot of patience and a lot of fun in trying to master and in discovering your own personal favorite. I really do hope that in working like this, you'll find a way to be even happier with your own sound and with the instrument that you play. Please do subscribe to my channel. That way you'll get a little notification every time I post a new video. And leave your comments below. With your comments, just let us know how you progress and the things that you bump into, difficulties or happiness. And that way you'll help other people that are on the same path. If you have any questions, just let me know and I'll be sure to answer them. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you soon.